what do you do if you feel really, really depressed and you feel like really there's no point and you can't be bothered to go on, and every step seems like a massive trundle through everything? Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a inside view to that today, because that's how I'm feeling, and I'm going to give you my top tips about what I'm going to do today, which is going to help me focus on, you know, just today basically. Now, I did contemplate whether I should do this video or not, because it's literally taking your mask off, and it is saying to the world, I feel shitty, I don't feel good, and it's like no one wants to hear a whinger, no one wants to hear a moaner, but I feel that we have to hide this way that we feel about ourselves because we might be judged by somebody for being down, or no one wants to be around a depressed person kind of thing, and sometimes you just feel so fed up and tired listening to yourself. And I know I do. Now, you may remember a couple of weeks ago I put a post up when it snowed about being fed up, frustrated, overwhelmed and all that kind of stuff. Well, my mood's lifted a bit, but it's gone back down a bit. And so I thought I'll do a vlog, honestly, openly, sharing the vulnerability, just about what it's like really, and show you some of the steps that I'm going to do today to basically help me just deal with today. Because at the moment I can't actually see past today. I'm not suicidal or anything like that, but I do think that at the moment life is really hard work, and I just feel that I'm going through treacle. I'm feeling really tired all the time. I'm feeling like I just can't be bothered in life, and that everything is just so difficult, and I'm questioning everything. I don't know what I want to do, don't know where I want to be. And I'll fully admit to you, I even said to Barry yesterday that I feel like I'm holding him back. I feel like I'm a big weight around his shoulders, and I feel really bad for him that he's got to put up with this, because I do question that he could have a better life without me being like this. And I know a lot of you be like, oh Loz, but no, but no, that's how I feel. And I know I'm not alone in that, because I know a lot of other people feel like that when they feel like this. So it's about 8:30. I've been up since 7. Well, I made an effort last night to go to bed a bit earlier, and I made an effort this morning to get up a bit earlier, so I was up about 7:15. I decided that I need to get up at 7 because I need to be able to shake myself out of this, and I know I'm the only person that can do it. Yes, it's 8:30 and I am still in my pyjamas, but I'm just about to do something about that now. One of the first things I'm going to do is brush my teeth and wash my face. Don't want to, would rather stay in my pyjamas, would rather go to bed. It's not going to do me any good, is it? And I always believe that, yes, you can have support, you can have family, you can have friends to support you in all of this, but ultimately you're the one who has got to pull yourself out of it. These are my little steps that I'm going to do. Do my routine when it comes to caring for my skin. That's one of the most important things for me, because it just helps me feel a bit better. My toner, I've got my serum. Excuse the bruise on my forehead, you see that? I didn't see the bar in the gym. Donk straight into it. Not a good move. Moisture, extra moisture. I am going to put a bit of makeup on. Now, controversial or not, something that helps me. I don't put a lot on, but it's about going through the motions, I think, and just going through the motions that you normally would do, because I find that if you stop a routine, it can really stop everything, and then it's difficult to get going again. Even if you do the bare minimum, which is get up, brush your teeth, get in the shower, have a wash. If you're a woman, maybe put some makeup on, or if you're a dude, well, that's totally cool as well, put some makeup on. Some people might see it as wearing a mask. Well, as you know, I've taken my mask off today. It's a big risk. God, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm all over the place. If you look at my mood on a chart of like 0 to 10, 0 being there's no hope at all whatsoever, I'm not there. I'd say I'm bouncing between a 4 and a 5, maybe even a 3. And that's one good thing, is to be able to track your mood on a scale of maybe 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, so that you can see where you're at, and then you can talk to somebody about it. So if you have that laid out, 10's great, everything's fine, you're feeling good, and 0 is really, really bad, like last resort. I think it's good to be able to do that. I get upset very easily, like, you know, crying and stuff. I've already had a few tears this morning, but I won't put that on camera, I feel. And that's just my personal opinion on that. That's the honest truth. And I think a lot of us don't like, you know, like it when we cry. We see it as a weakness. Don't get me wrong, I don't see it as a weakness. I just think that that's not going to get my message across, because hopefully by now I think that you can feel the weight of what this feels like. See, if I was at a 2 or a 3, I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the mirror. I wouldn't be able to do this. Makeup done. Call it a mask, call it whatever you want. But for me, it's my routine. It's something I do every day. And I don't want to slip out of that routine too much, because if I do, then I don't know when I'll come back. And at the moment, I can't be like that, because I have a business to run, I have people to help, people to support. I just can't do it full pelt at the moment. I have had my breakfast, but that'll be it. I don't feel like eating today, not fussed about it, and I will go hungry. And this is where I'm lucky, because I got Baz, and Baz will make sure that I eat. He will probably cook today. One thing I do have to make sure that I drink is this, mainly because I have kidney disease from the lithium that I used to take, you know, for the bipolar. Oh, I can feel my kidneys are hurting a little bit. Shh, don't tell Baz, because he'll have a go at me, and don't tell Vic either, he'll have a go at me too. I know I've got to have a workout today. I scheduled it in to do a workout. I'll admit, I cannot be arsed. I'd rather just bury my head in the business and get on with what needs to be done, plug in some music, and just shut off from the world and crack on with it. But moving my body will do me good. Doesn't matter what I do. Again, going through the motions. Go in there, get it done. Just something, just to move my body. And I must admit, exercise is the hardest one for me when I feel like this. The hardest one. I said I'd be in the gym at 10. It's 9:30 now. So I've got 30 minutes to get my arse in gear. I know it's difficult when you're stuck in this, because you feel like it's never going to end, like you're never ever going to be free of this feeling. And I know that this feeling is really, really painful. I know it is, because I feel it and I know you feel it. I can actually feel it inside of me. Back last June I had a massive breakdown because I thought, oh, just change your state. There's nothing wrong with me, I haven't got bipolar, you know, just change your state, stop taking your meds, you'll be fine. And when you're depressed, I just don't think you can just change your state like that. It is like going through treacle. It is, you do question, what's the point? You do that. You do think life is too difficult, and sometimes you do anything for an easy life. Going through the motions, taking one day at a time. It's just about today. And I hope I'm not pulling you down, or, and again, that just comes back to a fear of judgment, because I'm really vulnerable at this moment talking to you guys. And I just hope that you are getting some help from this, and it's not just some woman rambling on like a depressed person and pulling you down. I don't know about you, but when I feel like this, I tend to question life. I tend to question what it's all about, but sometimes I feel like you just question everything. And as difficult as this is for me, I don't want to hide this from you. I want you to feel it so that you know that you're not alone with this. Because that's the biggest thing. Even though I have Barry, sometimes I do feel alone with this. And I think when we hear someone else's experiences, it can make us feel better because we feel like we're not going mad, right? And more importantly, that I can show you how I'm dealing with it, so that maybe you can pick something up from that and it can help you get through it. Because we will get through it. We definitely will get through it. I don't know when. I know how, by going through the motions, just doing bare minimum. That's how we'll get through this. As promised, I am in the gym, as you can see, and I didn't go at 10 o'clock when I said I was going to go, because Baz had someone in the gym training them. And I don't know about you, but when you feel like this, you don't want to be around anybody, you don't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to be on my own, and that's no offense to any client that we have in the gym, just sometimes you want to be on your own. So I've changed it to a bit later. Trust me, this could have been so easy to put off, so easy. But what did I say? I'm going through the motions, even if it's painful, I'm just plodding along, plod, 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 plod. You might think that I look strong doing all this, but what I think is so funny about when you feel like this is that on the outside you look okay. Got my makeup on, got my hair done, doing my workout. But if only you knew what was going on up here. Just do your normal routine, but do a little bit. And I know it's easy to put the face on, go into the office, pretend like there's nothing wrong. I've been there, I've done that for years and years. I've done that for about 20 years. 10 years in the police and 10 years prior to that. And as hard as it is for me to say it won't always be this way, because that's how I feel at the moment, it won't, I know it won't, and it will pass, I absolutely promise you this. So that's it. The day is done. I had my workout, came in, Baz cooked me some dinner, had something to eat. And as you can see, I've got through today one at a time. I always say that, but I've got through today just purely because I've gone through the motions. Now, it's not a miracle cure. It's not something that's going to take away the pain, but at the end of the day, when you have got through the day, because I know you will get through the day, this is the time when we need to celebrate. And you know what? From going through today, I've realised something. When I woke up this morning, I felt terrible, absolutely awful. And I think some of the reason I felt awful was because I was almost in fear. And I was in fear of lacking, of things that I felt I was lacking in my life, and even lacking in myself as a person. And when I come from that place, I believe in my heart that we come from a place of fear. We fear the whole process. We fear what could be, what might be. But in actual fact, I need to focus on what is rather than what could be. And when we focus on what is, that's when we come from things from love. Because fear is harsh. It's lack of, it's scarcity. Love is abundance. It's fulfillment. It's soft and it's caring. Love says it's going to be okay. Love says you are perfect the way you are. And that may sound a bit airy-fairy, whatever it is to you, but that's what I found today. So I really hope that today this has been useful. As I say, I've really opened up my heart today, complete vulnerability, and literally I've just told you how my day's gone. That's all I've done. All I'm hoping is I can help that one person so that they can see they're not on their own and that other people are going through this. If you like this vlog, then give it the thumbs up, and if it tickles your bits, like I usually say, but not with so much zest today, then please hit the subscribe. Because the only reason I do these videos is for you. That one person that it helps. You know what you need to do.